One of my favorite things to do is create fields in Farming Simulator, and that is exactly what we are doing. With one field already done now, and you can see this is our GPS lines for it, it looks pretty good. It's fairly straight on. It's not up and down as much as I would want it to be, but it works, and that's, 20% of it. So there's that. I did mention that I wanted to show you guys how I normally go around and hit like the outside of a field. And I wanted to do that now because I will take this, set that up, and you can see we've got just a little bit of an overlap at the very edge. And so I will take that, boop, and go to there. And oh, I never activated the GPS. Crap. Let's bring that back down, and it will extend the field out just a hair. But it kind of helps to straighten things up. So if you've got a tool that you use for creating fields and that kind of thing, this is where I would definitely use it. Do be careful around placeables and things like that. However, it's not too bad. Look at that. It creates just a little bitty bit on the outside, but it's enough to make a little bit of difference. And I think that works really well. I like doing things that way. Plus, yes, it follows along the GPS line of the field, but it smooths it out in a way that it's not man-made. It's, well, machine-made, I guess, in a way. It's the AI making the field. And so if you can make that outside def for the field, you're good to go. I love that. By def, I mean definition. So the field definition around towards the outside, it follows along. And around towards here, I think this should do it for us. Yep. There we go, swings in. Hopefully we get rid of that bush. There we go. Getting close to the road there, but not too bad. And all the way around. Perfect. All right, so if we can show what we're looking at here, that's what we're looking at right now. And once we get it all done, and as we go along, it's looking pretty good. Hopefully it gets rid of that bush. Nice. I am going to have to remove that tree. There's no way it could stay there. But this is another area through here where I created, or at least back there I created. But even here, where it was already part of the base map, got to go through. That's why a few episodes ago, I had to go in and paint different things and do this before I changed the field up, because I changed the fields pretty significantly. I mean, I know it's just a little spot around the edge is, one thing, but really do make a difference. And especially up here by the road, going straight across through here really allows for an absolutely perfect line that workers love to use. And that's why I do it this way. So, to recap, once you do your whole field, once you go around it, just go around it one more time. Just follow the outside edge. Have field creation turned on your tool. Don't use articulated tractors for this job. It's not going to work the way you think it's going to work. I avoid articulated tractors as often as I can for field work like this. And after all that time, finally we are back right over where we started with an absolutely perfect field. Can't wait to use this. It's going to be so much fun. So that's the first of, well, half of the first of one job that we need to do done. The next one is going to be this field right here. I'm not sure, man, how in the world I'm going to do this. I'm almost tempted to make these two different fields because I hate this inner right angle there. Workers don't like to do it. I think that it's really difficult. It stinks to try to use that way. So I think I might just make these two separate fields. And I think that's going to be the best way to do it. So what I do want to do, though, is go from this field and create straight up the edge. So we'll come here. There we go. Oh, no, we need to start that at the other end. Hang on. We'll end up going around the entire thing anyway here in a second, but I want to do this here. So we'll drop that and should get an extra little bit of plow right on the edge. Not too gone crazy, but good enough. Also, yeah, I'm really happy that I did not extend that. I think turning these into their own independent fields, I think that's the way to go. So here, as long as we don't turn, we should end up exactly where I want to end up. So there's no GPS, there's nothing on right now. However, it does send you in an absolutely perfect trajectory. And as long as there's no stick drift on my Xbox controller, Hey, I think we're good. And moved it over. That looks straight to me. Perfect. Now let's come through. We'll join the fields together. We got to fertilize after that, and then seed, and then we're all done with these fields up here. All I want to do is make sure they're grass. They're always grass, and grass they will be. And that's good. Oh yeah, we need to put a production down too. You'll see what I mean. And a little 3, 2, 1, action. Yeah! Didn't count that out right, but we're good. All done there. Now, need to fertilize. Now, I got a pretty cool fertilizer, and don't worry, yes, I will get the case off of the John Deere planter. I know that you guys are going to flip out about that. Don't worry, I got you. So what we've got is a mod that allows us to double fertilize. So, activate normal application rate and activate doubled activation rate. So that's kind of what I'm looking for there. Up here, most of these fields don't need it. As a matter of fact, we could come around with a single application rate and hit pretty much everything, with the exception of 38. So that is what we're going to do. Let's just start up here in the corner, I guess. Steering assist. This is a 42-meter spreader. I assume in a future update this is going to be fixed, but in the meantime, you do have to automatically put that. And we will rock and roll. So, activate normal application rate. Sweet. So one field is done. Way down here, I do have a couple spots that I need to hit. I didn't have double application rate turned on for some of the spots that I hadn't hit yet. And so I turned that on. Turns out it doesn't use twice as much. It just gets things done a little bit better. And that's cool, man. That's all right. Down here, we're going to have to do the same thing, at least around the middle. But I just wanted to go ahead and get these fully fertilized, done, and done. So, a little bit more work to do, but I'm going to hit all of these and we'll be all right. I'm still kind of on the brink about combining these fields, but I think I've done a good job by splitting these up. That, or we could cut off the top right here and make this just one big elongated field. I still don't really know what I want to do. I think the best thing to do, though, is to wait. We've got big squared fields, we're all right, and then one big field that's super worker friendly. So no matter what we do, we're still going to be fine. So I think the big thing there is wait till next year in the game, see what happens, and go from there. Sweet! All right, so now that all of that is done, we've got almost fully fertilized fields up here. Now we can finally put some grass in. We've also got a good amount of money, too, because that's very important, because we are going to have to hire some tractors. Hire some tractors? Buy some tractors. We're going to have to buy some tractors to put up here. This is a long way for tractors to go. And some of these tractors I've got basically for one job. And now the John Deere in the case, those are really good for big jobs. The smaller John Deere down there, that's really good for smaller to medium-sized jobs, like carrying around bales, stuff like that. But it's also super great for loading wagons. It's also really good for windrows, stuff like that. So I need to be cautiously careful, optimistic, and excited as to how I'm going to do everything. I don't think any of those words are right. Nonetheless, I'm going to put some grass in the ground. Yeah, so we need some extra tractors up here. I did go through the used section. There's a couple things that might work, like there's a Valtra. I think that's pretty cool, but I haven't used that. Also the Case Magnum, which I don't think is out yet at the time of recording this video. There's a couple other stuff. Also, for everybody asking me how I've got so many used pieces of equipment in there, I've got a modified version of the FS22 mod. I wanted to utilize that, but it's not public or anything like that. However, once that mod is out from the original modder, well then, don't worry, I'll be sharing it all around. We do need to make sure that the seeder gets all the way over to the edge, but I think we're going to be good. It's going to take a little while to do. Oh yeah, I forgot about rolling. I guess we need to get a roller up here too, don't we? One pass around is done, and we have started on pass number 2. This is working really, really well. I should have done this, 10, 15 episodes ago whenever I thought about doing this. I really should have done that then. But, you know, it works. We're fine. Everybody's fine. It's cool. I'll just think about it. All right. Let's knock out the rest of this, and hopefully we can hire up a worker to finish the rest of this for us. Now I've got the worker hired up. They will hopefully go back all the way and hit this. Yeah, there we go. It does have a bit of a weird setup, though. At the top right-hand corner, goes down from there. It kind of like goes down like a flag. You can kind of see here where it's going to go off to the left-hand side, and it's going to go all the way down to the bottom. I would have just driven back and forth, up and down, but I guess this is faster. Oh well, it's a good thing I'm not a real farmer, because I don't know, I'd probably do a terrible job. Let's go around, let's see if we can find some pieces of equipment to take back home with us. This can go. I think one of the things I'm going to do is go ahead and set a destination for this one. Right about here's normally where I pick. First one we can go is here. There we go. And we'll grab this guy and maybe get him out of the way, because that case is going to be in my way. So there's one thing that I need to do, and I haven't really thought about this. We need to put fertilizer down. Some of these fields, though they may not be... Oh, that's going to be a jump. Oh, no. Well, it worked. Whatever. Though they've got grass in them now, none of these fields are going to be grass fields whenever we come back. So, I say come back, in the next year. All of them, they're going to be plowed up, this and that, and yada, yada, yada. There's going to be no mowing happening over here. Even on this field right here. This is going to be all about running grain and that kind of thing. So, we need to hit this stuff and fertilize it, because it ain't fertilized. So we need to do that. Shouldn't take long. Check out who it is. They made it down here. Now we've finally been able to finish all of that. We do not need diesel there. We need solid fertilizer. I just want to fill that back up real quick. Let's go around. Looks like the cedar is done, and it is. A couple more fields to knock out, and for those fields, I am just going to set it up on a worker. So let's go in AI worker. We will say, yes, please work the headlands, but we don't have to do anything wild and crazy. And that should be about it. We'll bring it in here, and then hire worker, and they'll go do their thing. Now let's go around and see what else we've got. We need to put this away. No, actually, we don't need to put this away. We need to plow up a field, or at least parts of a field. Oh, some grass on the ground. Look at that. I have got some areas over here that are, well, let's just say problematic. Yeah, you can tell. So what I want to do is I actually want to, like, plow the field. Allow create fields. Okay, no, we're good. I just want to, I don't know if it's just plow the field or plow up some areas on the field. I think maybe plow up some areas on the field, although I do have plowing turned off. So I don't really know what to do here. This is kind of pointless, but there are some areas that are just super annoying. So if we can at least take care of those, I think we'll be good. I think that was it. Yeah, there's a couple areas, but in the yellow here, that's just where the mower missed. I think that's it, man. I think we're good. Yo, you want to see something cool? Check this out. See, it's nice and bright down here. This is the top of the map right now. No sun, nothing. It looks pretty rough, man. Over here, beautiful, sun's out. Down here, oh, I don't know, sun's kind of coming out. So I think with that, it's probably time to call it for this one. November has been awesome. However, once those seeds go in the ground, there's not going to be a whole lot for us to do during the winter. But we will have plenty of things to sell and get rid of and mess with. It's going to be a lot of animals and a lot of production. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, have an awesome day. We'll see you soon.